Have you ever wondered why some boys leave such a lasting impression that people can't stop talking about them? Why do some guys stay on a woman's mind long after they're gone, while others are forgotten almost instantly? And why do some women find themselves thinking about a certain man continuously, even when he's not around? The truth is, making a woman miss you isn't just luck or a simple game. It's a deep mix of psychology, strategy, and genuine attraction. Many boys believe that just playing games or ignoring a woman will make her miss them. But that's a big misconception. To truly make a woman crave your presence, you need to reach her emotions on a deeper level, so much that she can't help but remember you. In today's video, we're going to break down all the essential steps you need to create that unforgettable impact. Whether you're in a new relationship, managing a long-distance connection, or trying to rekindle an old flame, these strategies will work for you. Get ready to learn how to make any woman miss you so deeply. She'll be thinking about you constantly, even when you're not there. Let's dive in. Number 1, the power of absence. It's often said that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and there's a lot of truth in that. But it's not simply about disappearing or ignoring someone completely. The power of absence lies in using distance strategically to create space for longing and appreciation to grow. When you're always available, texting, calling, or showing up constantly, it becomes easy for someone to take you for granted. If you never step away, they never get the chance to truly miss you. The trick is to practice controlled absence. This means giving her some breathing room by not always initiating contact or being overly present. By stepping back just a little, you create curiosity and wonder. She starts asking herself, where is he? What is he doing? Why hasn't he messaged me? This controlled distance allows her to realize your value, and that feeling of absence begins to settle in her mind and heart. Another important element is unpredictability. If you respond immediately to every message or say yes to every request, it can lessen your value in her eyes. Instead, pace your interactions. Sometimes reply quickly, sometimes take a bit longer, and occasionally be unavailable. This creates a sense of mystery and anticipation that naturally excites her. While you are creating this distance, don't just wait around doing nothing. Stay busy with your own life. Focus on your goals, hobbies, and passions. When she sees you thriving independently, she notices the space you leave in her daily routine. That space grows bigger and deeper, making your absence more meaningful. Even a short period of silence, if used wisely, can trigger powerful emotions. It's in these moments of quiet that she may find herself thinking, I miss talking to him, or I wish he was here. That longing builds over time, making your presence all the more valuable when you do reconnect. Remember, the power of absence isn't about playing cold or being distant just to manipulate. It's about creating a healthy balance where your value shines through because you're not always within immediate reach. This balance builds desire, respect, and genuine longing that can deepen any connection. Number 2, emotional connection is stronger than physical presence. It's a common misconception that just being physically close or spending time together is enough to make someone miss you. But the truth goes much deeper. What truly makes a woman miss you isn't just your physical presence. It's the emotional connection you build with her. Emotional bonds create lasting impressions that linger long after you've gone. Think about it. You might spend hours with someone, but if the conversations stay shallow or surface level, the experience often feels forgettable. On the other hand, a few genuine, heartfelt moments can embed you deeply in her mind and heart. When you touch her emotions, you become unforgettable. Building an emotional connection means moving beyond small talk. It means opening up about dreams, fears, and passions, both yours and hers. When she feels truly understood, that creates a sense of safety and trust. She knows she can be vulnerable with you without fear of judgment. That kind of trust is rare and precious, and it's what makes her feel close to you even when you're physically apart. Shared experiences also play a huge role. Whether it's a spontaneous road trip, a deep late-night conversation, or an inside joke that only the two of you get, these moments become the glue that holds your connection together. They're not just memories, they're emotional touchstones that she returns to again and again. Another important part is being her emotional safe space. Life is full of stress, worries, and challenges, and when she can come to you and feel comforted and supported, she associates you with relief and positivity. Even simple gestures, a heartfelt message without any special occasion, or a thoughtful act she didn't expect, can create a powerful emotional impact. And let's not forget the power of laughter. Genuine joy and fun are deeply bonding experiences. If you can make her laugh and create moments of happiness, she'll miss not just you, but the positive feelings you bring into her life. In essence, emotional connection goes far beyond physical proximity. It's the emotional imprint you leave on her heart that keeps her thinking about you long after you've left. So, if you want a woman to truly miss you, focus on connecting with her on an emotional level. This is the real secret to lasting attraction. Number 3, the push and pull effect. One of the most powerful dynamics in attraction is what psychologists and relationship experts often call the push and pull effect. This subtle dance of giving space and drawing closer keeps the emotional energy alive and creates a magnetic tension that makes a woman truly notice and miss you. Think of it like this. When you always chase or are constantly available, the excitement can fade quickly. It becomes predictable and loses its spark. But when you mix moments of closeness with moments of distance, it creates an emotional rhythm that naturally pulls her back in. The push is when you pull away slightly. Maybe you don't respond immediately to texts, so you take some time before making plans. This isn't about playing games or being cold. It's about giving her space to breathe and reflect on the connection you share. It's that space where she begins to realize your value and starts missing the unique energy you bring into her life. Then comes the pull, when you reconnect with warmth, attention, and genuine interest. This contrast between distance and closeness keeps things exciting. It creates anticipation and emotional curiosity because she's not sure exactly when or how you'll show up next. This unpredictability fuels attraction. The push and pull effect also taps into our natural desire for emotional balance. Humans seek closeness, but we also need autonomy and space to maintain our individuality. When you respect this balance, you avoid coming off as needy or desperate, which can be a major turn-off. It's important to use the push and pull consciously and authentically. The goal isn't to manipulate or confuse her, but to keep the connection dynamic and engaging. When done well, it shows confidence, emotional intelligence, and respect for both your own needs and hers. In practical terms, this might look like sharing something meaningful, then stepping back to let her process it, or being fully present in conversation, but then giving her time to miss your presence. It's about creating emotional tension without pressure, like a gentle ebb and flow that keeps the relationship alive and growing. Ultimately, mastering the push and pull effect means understanding that absence and presence aren't opposites, but parts of a powerful emotional rhythm. It's this rhythm that makes her think about you, wonder about you, and yes, miss you deeply. Number 4. Become the best version of yourself. One of the most irresistible ways to make someone miss you isn't just about absence or emotional games. It's about becoming a person worth missing. When you commit to growing and improving yourself, You naturally create a magnetic energy that draws people in, even when you're not around. Think about it. People are attracted to confidence, passion, and purpose. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, whether that means pursuing your passions, building new skills, or improving your mindset, you radiate a kind of inner strength and self-respect that's deeply attractive. This transformation doesn't happen overnight, and it's not about changing who you are to fit someone else's expectations. Instead, it's about investing in your own happiness, health, and growth so that your presence feels powerful and meaningful. By becoming your best self, you shift the energy in the relationship dynamic. You're no longer dependent on her attention for your sense of worth. You stand strong on your own. This independence makes your absence feel less like a loss and more like a space that she naturally wants to fill because she sees the value you bring. Moreover, when you're actively improving yourself, you give her a reason to think about you positively and with admiration. She begins to associate you with growth, strength, and positivity, qualities that linger in her mind long after you've stepped away. Also, self-improvement breeds new experiences and stories, which adds layers of depth to your personality. The more interesting and fulfilled you become, the more curious she will be about your life and what you're up to, which makes her want to reconnect. Remember, this isn't about perfection or competing with anyone else. It's about your personal journey toward becoming the best you can be. When you embrace this path with sincerity, your confidence naturally shines through, and that makes you unforgettable. So instead of focusing on making her miss you through absence alone, focus on creating a life that's full, exciting, and fulfilling. That way, missing you becomes inevitable because you truly are someone worth missing. Number 5, social proof and healthy jealousy. One powerful way to make a woman miss you is by showing, subtly and naturally, that you are valued and admired by others. This is what psychologists call social proof, the idea that people are influenced by the attention and approval someone else receives. When she sees that you have a vibrant social life, that friends enjoy your company, and that others respect and appreciate you, your value skyrockets in her eyes. It sends a clear message: you're not just available or waiting around. You are a person of worth and interest. This doesn't mean you need to brag or show off excessively. In fact, overdoing it can have the opposite effect, making things feel forced or creating unnecessary drama. Instead, casually mention moments from your life. Maybe a fun event you attended, a meaningful conversation with a friend, or an exciting new project you're working on. These small glimpses into your social world create a healthy sense of competition and desire. She begins to realize that you're someone other people want to be around, which naturally makes her want to hold on tighter. Along with social proof, healthy jealousy can play a role. When she senses that others are interested in you, it can spark a feeling of protectiveness and longing. This isn't about manipulation or causing insecurity. It's about showing that you're valued by others, which in turn increases your desirability. The key is balance. Too much attention on social proof or jealousy can backfire, so keep it genuine and light. The goal is to highlight your social energy and the fact that you have a life full of connections, passions, and experiences beyond just her. When done right, this dynamic encourages her to emotionally invest more in you, making her miss you not just as a person, but as someone who brings unique value and excitement to her life. Number 6, the lasting impression. When it comes to making a woman truly miss you, one of the most important yet often overlooked factors is the lasting impression you leave behind. It's not just about the moments you share in person, but the emotional footprint you create that stays with her long after you're gone. Think about the times that have stuck in your memory. Maybe a conversation that moved you deeply, a gesture that made you feel genuinely understood, or an experience that made you laugh until your sides hurt. Those memories linger because they touched something real inside you. In the same way, when you interact with a woman, your goal should be to create moments that resonate on a deeper level, moments that she can replay in her mind and heart when you're not around. These impressions become the foundation of her feelings and the reason she finds herself thinking of you unexpectedly. How do you create a lasting impression? First, it starts with authenticity. People can sense when you're genuine and when you're putting on a mask. Show her the real you, your passions, your values, your quirks, without fear of judgment. When you allow her to see your true self, you create a connection that feels unique and irreplaceable. Second, be present. In a world full of distractions, truly listening and giving her your full attention during your time together is a rare and precious gift. Make her feel seen and heard, not just as someone passing time, but as someone who matters deeply in that moment. Third, leave her with positive emotions. Whether it's joy, inspiration, comfort, or excitement, the feelings you evoke will stick with her longer than words alone. Share stories that inspire, laugh together freely, or simply offer a kind word or thoughtful gesture. These emotional markers are what she will associate with you. Fourth, sometimes absence makes the heart grow fonder because it creates space for reflection. After you part ways, the memories you created give her something to hold on to, a sense of warmth, curiosity, or even longing. She starts to miss the way you made her feel, not just your physical presence. Lastly, small but meaningful surprises can amplify this effect. A message that references a shared joke, a song that reminds her of a moment you had, or a thoughtful note can reinforce the emotional connection and keep your impression alive. The lasting impression isn't about grand gestures or elaborate plans. It's about creating genuine, heartfelt moments that make her feel special and understood. When you master this, you don't just become someone she spends time with. You become someone she carries with her, in her thoughts and in her heart. And that is the true power of leaving a lasting impression. Number 7. The power of mystery. Mystery is one of the most powerful tools in attraction and emotional connection. It creates intrigue, curiosity, and a sense of excitement that naturally draws people in. When you maintain an air of mystery, you become fascinating and unforgettable, someone she wants to learn more about, someone who keeps her thinking and wondering long after you're gone. But what exactly makes mystery so compelling? It's the unknown. Human beings are naturally wired to seek answers and fill in the gaps. When there are pieces of the puzzle missing, when you don't reveal everything about yourself at once, it invites her to engage her imagination and emotions. She starts to wonder who you really are, what you're about, and what it would be like to share deeper moments with you. The power of mystery lies in balance. You want to be open enough to connect authentically, but also hold back just enough to keep her intrigued. Oversharing too soon can spoil the magic, making interactions predictable and less exciting. But revealing just enough about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences can build anticipation for the next conversation, the next meeting, the next step in your relationship. How can you cultivate mystery effectively? First, don't feel pressured to share every detail of your life right away. Let conversations flow naturally, but leave some stories for later. Stories that reveal your depth, your unique experiences, or your values. This way, she'll have something to look forward to discovering about you. Second, be comfortable with silence and pauses. Sometimes a thoughtful pause or a subtle smile can say more than a flood of words. It invites curiosity and shows confidence, making her want to engage more deeply. Third, Keep your own passions and interests alive, especially those that are uniquely yours. Whether it's a hobby, a goal, or a perspective, having your own world beyond the relationship adds layers to your personality and keeps you intriguing. Fourth, don't rush intimacy. Building emotional closeness over time, at a pace that feels natural and comfortable, maintains the sense of mystery and deepens attraction. Lastly, remember that mystery isn't about playing games or being distant just to manipulate feelings. It's about preserving your individuality and encouraging genuine curiosity and admiration. When done with respect and authenticity, mystery becomes a beautiful dance that keeps emotional attraction vibrant and alive. By embracing the power of mystery, you become someone she can't easily define or predict. Someone who stands out in a world where too much is often shared too soon. You become the person who lingers in her thoughts, sparking intrigue and desire without even trying. And that is why the power of mystery is one of the strongest forces in making her miss you deeply and meaningfully. Number 8. The power of confidence. Confidence is magnetic. It's one of the most attractive qualities a person can have because it signals self-assurance, security, and a sense of inner strength. When you carry yourself with confidence, you send a clear message. You value yourself, you know your worth, and you're comfortable in your own skin. This naturally draws others toward you, creating a strong emotional pull. But confidence isn't about arrogance or pretending to be someone you're not. True confidence comes from self-awareness and acceptance, understanding your strengths and weaknesses and embracing them without judgment. It's the quiet certainty that you can handle whatever life throws your way. Why does confidence make such a lasting impression? Because it creates safety. When someone is confident, others feel they can rely on them, that they won't crumble under pressure, and that they're genuine. Confidence inspires trust and respect, key ingredients in any deep emotional connection. To build and maintain confidence, focus on your strengths. Remind yourself regularly of what you're good at and the positive qualities you bring to relationships and life. Practice self-care. Taking care of your body, mind, and emotions boosts how you feel about yourself and radiates outward. Face your fears. Confidence grows when you step out of your comfort zone and overcome challenges, even small ones. Stay authentic. Pretending to be someone else can backfire and erode your self-esteem. Own who you are fully, speak and act with purpose. Clear, calm communication and deliberate actions signal confidence and inspire admiration. When you combine confidence with a kindness and respect, you become irresistibly attractive on a deep emotional level. She'll not only miss your presence but also the sense of stability and assurance you bring into her life. In the journey of making her miss you, never underestimate the power of confidence. It's the foundation that supports every other emotional dynamic and keeps her drawn to you even when you're not around. Conclusion: understanding what someone truly feels when you simply disappear goes far beyond just physical absence. It's about the emotional dance, the subtle push and pull, the power of mystery, and the deep connections that linger in the heart and mind. When you step back, you create space for reflection, desire, and appreciation to grow. By embracing these principles, the power of absence, emotional connection, becoming your best self, and cultivating confidence, you don't just make someone miss you, you invite them to see your true value, to respect your boundaries, and to long for the unique presence you bring into their life. Remember, the goal isn't to play games, but to honor yourself and your worth while allowing natural attraction to flourish. When you hold your ground with authenticity and self-respect, the emotional bond strengthens, making your absence felt deeply and meaningfully. So, next time you step away, know that what you're really doing is creating space for something more. Powerful, true emotional connection, respect, and lasting impression. That's the real secret to making her miss you.